Now, this first challenge will impact dramatically on the following challenge. So underneath that basket is the mystery ingredient. 8 crabs. Yeah. You're each going to pick a number between 1 and 8, and we're going to have a crab race. Okay. Sushil, you're first.
5.
Kelly, number 3. Vanessa.
6.
Everyone gets to pick their crab number.
Elliot.
1.
I don't actually get to choose my number. I'm the last person to pick, so I'm left with number 2.
May the best crab win. Good luck, guys. Go!
The basket came off, my crab just ran.
Number 8's over the line. Who's number 8? Go on, you Janice.
Erin's had a cardiac arrest.
He just sits there doing nothing while all the others kind of scuttle out.
Go on, number 2. Let's do it. He's there. He's done. Yay! Aaron, how are you feeling?
I want to eat some crab, and I like that. Look at that one.
Okay, so the official results. I think the first one over the line was number 6, wasn't it? Vanessa.
Yay for number 6 crab, and hopefully, yeah, will bring me a little advantage along the way.
Second over the line was number 1. Elliot.
We're all very sceptical about the advantage, because last advantage, you had to stitch your teammates up.
7th over the line was number 2, Just.
Thank God it wasn't last.
And 1 crab has not moved.
I'm a little bit disappointed in my crab. You got to take the highs and the lows, and that was a bit of a blow to the chin for me.
As I said, guys, this will seriously impact your day tomorrow. Sleep well. Tomorrow's a big day.
On MasterChef, you've learnt that there's always a reason for why we do stuff, but what this order is going to mean, I don't know.
Waking up this morning, it felt amazing to be here. It's such a beautiful island, but in the back of my mind, all I can think about is that there's a challenge today.
So we head down to the beach. This is where everything gets real.
Bulavanaka, just another day in paradise. Or is it? We brought you here because you're the MasterChef Top 8. And we thought you deserved a break. But don't get too relaxed. This is a working holiday.
The Hooker Retreat's sister properties all pride themselves on delivering a 5-star hospitality experience. The man who oversees all the great food at these properties is someone we've had the pleasure of working with before. Please welcome Group Executive Chef Michel Laus.
Hello, guys.
Bulavanaka.
Hey, I'm Michel Laus, the executive chef of the Hooker Retreats. When we make a dish here, we try to keep it, Fijian. The fish that is caught this morning, you'll use it simple, honest. It is refined food in its own way, but not as fiddly. It's basically home cooking at the next level.
Hey, Michelle.
Hello, Josh.
How are you?
He's got a huge experience in this industry, and it's just an honour to meet him in person today.
Guys, you've been waiting for the catch. Your challenge today is an invention test. Using fresh, local produce. And what else when you're surrounded by pristine, tropical waters than freshly caught fish?
You'll have to create a dish worthy of Dolphin Island. A seafood meal which we, along with Rudy from the Hooker Retreats management, will taste and collectively score out of 10. Michel will be in the kitchen judging your performances and will also provide a score out of 10. The contestants with the top 7 scores will continue fighting for their MasterChef dreams. But the contestant with the lowest score will be out of here.
So guys, back to the traditional crab race from last night, which funnily enough gives us our running order for the cooking today. That means, Aaron, by coming last in the crab race, you will be cooking first.
Whoever came last has to cook first, meaning they don't have as much prep time. But on the other hand, they don't have to sit around all day agonising about what they're going to do.
And Vanessa, by winning, you have the advantage of cooking last, which means you've got all day to plan, to think about what you're going to cook, because you will be lucky last.
Okay. I'm a little frustrated because I would prefer to not have all day to think about too many things.
So, Michelle, what advice would you give these 8 home cooks that are about to set loose in the Dolphin Island kitchen?
Don't make it too complicated. Presentation has to be spot on, obviously, but it doesn't have to have 20 different elements, all right? Think Fijian, think island style.
You'll each have 1 hour in the kitchen and 10 minutes to collect your ingredients. Over my shoulder, you'll see a longboat. It's full of all the ingredients you'll need to cook with today. Over there is a basket. Grab one and let's get started.
As soon as I see the boat, I see yellowfin tuna, so I grab it straight away. I'm going to do like a tasting platter.
Yeah, I'm glad to be going first so I can get straight into it and not be agonising all day.
Well, I kind of know what I'm going to do, but I can't quite see how it's going to look yet.
We're thinking of a nice Fijian curry at this point.
I do not have a strategy yet. I'm gathering everything because I have all day and hours to contemplate. Not happy.
I think it's more of a benefit to be able to have time to think about it.
Looking at doing a crab fish cake with lobster poached in butter.
What am I going to do? I just have fish, vegetables. I'm a little bit thrown by what we have to do today.
Oh, we're all going to be stressed out of our brains for hours, except Erin, who's already cooked and will just be able to read a magazine. I need to sort my brain out from being disappointed about cooking last. You know, if I can try to sort of relax and wind down a bit, then I won't be so emotional by the time I come to cook, hopefully.
Hey, Erin.
Hey, Michelle. G'day.
Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck. Your time starts now.
Plan is I'm going to make some coconut ginger rice, which is something I really love. I think it'll go beautifully with everything, so I want to just get that started underway now. It's a fascinating thing being thrown straight into an unfamiliar kitchen, straight after grabbing my ingredients, no time to think. Because I'm starting first, I guess most of it I'm making up as I go along. My idea is to do some test pieces, taste them and see from the flavours what then I would like to put with them. And the barracuda is absolutely beautiful. The coral trout is much more delicate and tender. Maybe chilli and lime zest on the barracuda because it's quite a rich fish.
Good knife techniques.
Thank you. I want lots of good aromatic flavours to go on my crabs. I want garlic, ginger, chilli, some sweet and lime.
60 minutes is a real challenge. I would be struggling too, especially these choosing 3 different types of protein. If they work out nice, you might have a winner, but otherwise it might be tricky, let's put it that way. Okay, Erin, you've got 20 minutes to go.
I'm going to use the papaya seeds in my salsa. Discovered the other day that these have the most amazing peppery taste. I've normally always thrown them away.
The pawpaw seeds, I love that idea. When you taste it, and you do taste the pepper, lovely. But 5 minutes later, you're still chewing. I'm
hoping I've ground them finely enough that the flavour comes through and it's more like having cracked pepper on there rather than a big chewy thing.
I'm not convinced yet, but we'll see. Think about a plan B, eh? If you think something is not going to make it or something is not worth it, skip it.
I feel like I'm doing things fairly quickly, but as time goes on and the pressure mounts up.
Okay, Erin, 3 minutes left, mate.
Really, in the last couple of minutes, think, yeah, some mango, some lemon, and that papaya seed would go really nicely with the coral trout.
Okay, you got 1 minute left, Erin. Let me know when you're happy.
I'm definitely worried I'm not going to make it. Be with the 5-star chef behind you, cooking 3 things you've never cooked before in a kitchen you've never used. Yeah, it's a bit of stress there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy? I think there's some nice flavours there. I don't think the presentation's quite as amazing as it could be, but I love to eat it, so...
I'm with you on that side. I'd love to eat it.
Given the time and stuff, I'm pretty happy. So I've got coral trout and barracuda, a very hot salsa to go with the barracuda, a much more mild salsa to go with the coral trout, and this is using papaya seed as a peppery element. The mud crab is done with ginger garlic, sweet sour taste, and coconut ginger rice. Enjoy, thanks.
It's typical Erin, isn't it? It's neat, it's quite clean, and to me it looks like he's done a hell of a lot of work in that hour.
I think at the Hooker Retreats we'd be quite happy to put that in front of a guest.
Let's see how it tastes. I think he's done a great job here. The ground papaya seeds are really interesting. They do give it that slight peppery flavour which goes really nicely with that incredibly ripe papaya. But I think the star of the show is the crab and the crab sauce. It is knockout.
It's got all the different components to make you sort of smile while you're eating it.
Up to Dolphin Island standards?
Yes, Ray, I think it is.
It's almost like he's taking a piss because he loses the crab race and he delivers the first dish of the day, and it's outstanding.
He's certainly setting the bar high.
All right, guys, so we're going to score it. You guys happy with that?
I'm totally happy with that.
Agreed.